If you've been looking at prop firms and Tradeify keeps coming up, I'm going to save you some time. This video covers every rule, every payout detail, every account type, and the one part of Tradeify that most people miss: what happens after your 5th payout. Stay to the end, that part changes how you think about the entire firm. Let's go. So, what is Tradeify? Tradeify is a sim-to-funded prop firm built for futures traders. You pay for an evaluation, trade in a simulated environment with real live market data, and when you hit the rules, you move to a funded account and start getting paid. Now, why do traders pick Tradeify over most firms? It's because they have end-of-day drawdown, no intraday rules messing with your session, you can pass in a single day on the growth plan, and 60-minute payout processing. And they've paid out over $150 million in verified payouts to traders, so they're trustworthy. So, what are the 3 account types? Well, Tradeify has 3 distinct account types. Picking the wrong one for how you trade is the most common mistake that people make. The funded consistency rules are different across each plan. Pay attention to this. Growth plan. 1-step evaluation, no minimum trading days, passable in a single session if you hit the profit target on day 1. In the funded stage, there's a 35% consistency rule that applies. Your best single trade can't exceed 35% of your total profit per payout cycle. Select plan. 1-step evaluation with a 3-day minimum to pass. A 40% consistency rule applies during the evaluation. In the funded stage, there is no consistency rule. None. This is the only Tradeify plan where the funded account has 0 consistency requirements. Once you pass, you pick between 2 payout paths: Select Flex and Select Daily. And their last account type, Lightning Funded. No evaluation at all. You pay, you get funded, you start trading. There's no phase to pass. Consistency rules do apply in the funded stage: 20% for the first payout, 25% for the second, and then 30% for all subsequent payouts. All 3 land in the same 90-10 split structure, so you keep 90% of every single payout you take. Now to the important part, the rules and the drawdown. So Tradeify runs end-of-day drawdown across every single plan. There's no intraday rules at all. Your loss limit updates once per day at market close. Whatever happens during the session does not move the floor. You can take a $500 drawdown during the morning, recover, and your limit hasn't changed. For day traders, this is very, very significant, and it's one of the main reasons why people love Tradeify. Let's do an example with a 50K account. So your profit target is $3,000, that's 6% of the account, and your max trailing drawdown is $2,000, that's 4% trailing from your highest end of day balance. Let's say you start with $50,000, grow to $52,500 at end of day, your new floor is now $50,500. If you then drop to $50,499 the next day, the account is done. The Select plan adds a 40% consistency rule during evaluation, which means your best single day cannot exceed 40% of your total profit. And the Growth plan, of course, has no consistency rule at all. Now let's get to everybody's favorite part, the payouts. Every single plan runs a 90-10 split, so you keep 90% of the profits. Now, the payout structure, caps, and requirements differ by each type of account. Now, the Select funded payouts are a little bit different. When you pass a Select, you choose between 2 payout paths, either the Select Flex or the Select Daily. On Flex, you need 5 winning days with at least $150 of daily profit on a 50K account. Now, the payout cap. Up to 50% of total profits with a maximum of $3,000 per payout on a 50K account. There's no daily loss limit, no consistency rule in the funded, so you can just go crazy. Now, on the Select Daily, payouts are daily. You can request a payout every single day, but there's a buffer system and tighter daily parameters. Daily is obviously best for traders who want access to their funds faster with tighter risk controls. Now, the growth funded payouts are a little bit different. There's a 35% consistency rule that applies every payout cycle. You need 5 trading days of at least $150 profit on a 50K account. The minimum balance required before requesting is $53,000 on a 50K account. Now, payout tiers on a 50K account are $1,500 on the first payout, $2,000 on the second, $2,500 on the third, and $3,000 on the 4th payout and beyond. Now let's get into the Lightning funded payouts. No minimum trading days, consistency rule increases per payout, 20% for the first payout, 25% for the second, and 30% for all subsequent payouts after. The profit goal on a 50K account also gets easier each time, with $3,000 to reach the first payout and $2,000 for each payout after that. Goals reset after every payout, and leftover profits do not carry over from the previous cycle. Now let's talk about Tradeify Elite. After 5 payouts from any funded account, you get access to Tradeify Elite. Live capital, uncapped daily payouts. It's real money, not simulated. That's Tradeify's version of graduating you from sim to live. It's the ceiling you're building towards if you plan to stick with this firm long term. Now let's talk about account sizes and pricing. So the account sizes range from 25k to 150k, and you can hold up to 5 funded accounts simultaneously across any combination of growth, select, and lightning funded accounts. Lightning funded pricing runs higher than the evaluation plans. The trade-off is immediate funding with no eval phase. You can just get right to making that money. Now, what are some features that Tradeify offers? Well, first, they run on 3 different platforms: Tradeify, Wealth Charts, and Rhythmic. You can just pick the one that you're already comfortable with. There's also a built-in trade journal with automated analytics, free with every account. Now, how do you figure out which plan is right for you? Well, if you want the fastest evaluation with no minimum days, you go with the growth plan. You can pass in a day, and there's 35% consistency in the funded stage. If you want no consistency rule in the funded stage, the select plan is the way to go. The only Tradeify plan where your funded account has 0 consistency requirements. This is best for traders who take large single-day profits and don't want a rule capping how much one trade can contribute to. If you want no evaluation at all, lightning funded is the way to go. There's no eval, and you just start with the funded immediately. The consistency rules apply in the funded stage and tighten with each payout, so it makes payouts easier. If you want to skip the eval phase and you're comfortable managing a gradually tightening consistency rule, this is the way to go. Now, the good news is all 3 plans have end of day drawdown. No intraday floors on any Tradeify account whatsoever. Now, if you're building toward live capital, the 5 payout path to Tradeify Elite applies across all the plans. Choose the path that gets you 5 payouts most sustainably for how you trade, and you'll get there in no time. And that's it. That's the full Tradeify breakdown. End of day drawdown, 3 account types with different funded rules, and a 90-10 split across all plans, and the Elite path after 5 payouts. If you want to try it, you can use code PHUB, which is in the description, and it will always give you the best discount possible. The link is there too. And if you want to watch live NQ futures trading every morning, including options, full screen, full P&L, we share everything, we show everything. That's what we do at PropHub, free in the Discord, link in the description. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this, and put some questions in the comments. I read every single one. Maybe. See you in the next one.